curious, like, there's like 40 international guys come over to play college basketball next year. Like, maybe you could potentially be one of those too as well. Like, what do you make of this new rise of guys who kind of find an interest in college?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. That was never an option for me. I was always wanted to play pro and take that route, but I mean, yeah, you see a lot of guys now kind of taking that college route. Guys I know, Johnny Furphy, Alex Condon had a big year, making a name for himself going through that college route. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see.
Guys are elevating their stock more by playing in college, or is it just obviously the money in college basketball is just through the roof right now? What do you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, a bit of both. Being in the States, there's a lot more scouts around. I feel like a lot of these guys haven't had a chance to see me out in Australia. So, the money's pretty crazy right now too. But yeah, I think it has a lot to do with getting more exposure out here.
What are you looking for? Like, are you open to playing college basketball? Like, what do you need to hear this week to stay in the draft? And what's this process like?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go through this week. My head's fully locked into getting drafted. This is where I want to be. This is my dream. So, I'm going to keep focusing on that, and whatever happens, happens.
Have you been impressed by the number of colleges that have been interested in you? I know there's been some pretty big names.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but right now I'm kind of just letting my agent handle all that side of things, and as I said, I'm just trying to look into this stuff.
Appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
How is the pre-draft process going for you being here this week?
Yeah, it's been unbelievable, to be honest. So I'm super grateful to be in this position. This is something that I've dreamed about for a while. But yeah, it's been a great week so far. I got a chance to play some games today, and then the shooting drills and everything you see on TV. It's what it is in real life.
So with this dream coming true, what are some of the emotions that you're feeling as the NBA is getting closer and nearer as ever?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super proud of myself, to be honest. Getting to this position, still a long way to go. Obviously, I'm going to keep working, but yeah, I'd say that the biggest feeling is excitement and just being proud.
Is there anyone that has been through your path before that you've reached out to, or who has reached out to you this week to kind of give you advice or anything that you've asked them?
Yeah, so I'm super close with Alex and Johnny Furphy, so have some conversations with them, just what their process was like, where they went wrong, what things I can do to get my stock up, what the drills are like, all that kind of stuff. So they've been someone that I've leaned on.
And then how do you feel like the NBL has best prepared you for this opportunity?
I feel like, I'm used to playing against grown men. I've been playing against men for the last 2 years, guys that have been in the league, some really good European imports, and then also some older vets around the Australian league. So, I feel like I'm going to bring that physicality of, I'm already ready to play against men.
So kind of going off of that, what's the difference between competing against guys your own age versus the professional league? What's the biggest thing that you've noticed?
I think just that jump in athleticism and speed, power. A lot of guys out in the NBL. Obviously you get some freak athletes out there, but a lot of guys are savvy vets that understand the game really well and know how to play the game. But yeah, out here there's the freak athletes. I think Jameer pinned me off the backboard today, which I thought I had an open layup. So yeah, adjusting to that.
And then last one for me, what do you hope that the NBA eyes see from you this week, and what's different from what they've seen with you in the NBL?
Yeah, I feel like obviously I want to show them my ability to shoot the ball, and alongside that, I feel like I'm not just a shooter as well. I can get downhill, I can hit some middies. I feel like I can pass the ball too. So yeah, just being able to show them my complete skill set would be good. Thank you.
You mentioned just how helpful, and in what ways has he been helpful through this decision and then ultimately today in getting here?
Yeah, no, obviously I lived with him for a year and a bit. He's one of my closest friends. We used to push each other a lot back in the day just to get better, and no matter what it was. We used to play a lot of frisbee golf. We used to compete in frisbee golf as well. But yeah, he's been huge. Obviously, someone I can lean on who's been through this experience before. He's been awesome for me. I called him this morning actually.
When and where did you live together?
In Canberra at the COE/NBA Global Academy. We lived there for a year and a half. A lot of these Aussie boys that you'll see around have gone through there.
Who won frisbee golf?
Of me, of course.
Yeah.
I think I might have a tally on my notes still.
What stood out to you? How much were you able to watch of Johnny's rookie year, both in the G League and with the team?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's gotten taller since last time I've seen him. He's, his body's filling out. He's always been athletic. He's always been able to shoot the ball. But getting a chance to show it on the bigger stage, man, I'm super proud of him. Couldn't I? Every time Pacers are playing, I try to watch as much as I can. It's tough because of the time difference, and I'm normally training. But I'm super proud of where he's at, and hope. I'm not going to lie and say no. The money's pretty insane out there. But yeah, as I said, I'm enjoying this journey and trying not to let anything affect this journey. I may only get this experience once, so I'm trying to cherish every moment.
So you personally not really talking about colleges right now?
I mean, not really. My agent's kind of sorting everything out.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Did you play footy growing up at all?
I did play footy, yeah.
You were a ruckman?
I was small when I was younger. I was like 5'7" when I played.
Damn, so what position you play?
I played in the midfield, played a bit of centre half forward. I think if I play right now, I'll play in the ruck though, for sure.
Of course, with that size, that being able to put the ball on the ground. So you think footy helps translate into basketball?
I think so, for sure. I mean, just that toughness side, being okay with getting hit. I feel like, everything in footy's running and changing directions and jumping off 1 foot. I'm a 1 foot jumper because I feel like I played footy growing up. So, yeah, I think it definitely helps with, agility, speed, all that kind of stuff.
When you're watching film, who are some guys you're watching and what are you trying to take from them?
I watch a lot of SGA, Tyler Hero, just the way they operate ball screens, the way they can score the ball in 3 different ways: on the rim, at the bus, in the mid-range, at the 3. I feel like, and how SGA changes his pace in the mid-range, gets to the rim. I feel like those guys, some people I can, learn a lot from and put into my game.
To follow that up, if someone asked you to give yourself a pro comp, who would it be?
So I'd say Tyler Hero.
Good one.